Okay, so I have today to talk about biodynamic. So I will not say everything on the first day, maybe, and we'll keep for some tomorrow. But no, feel free to stop me anytime to ask a question. I don't want to do a monologue. I want that as a living process, something that we exchange, and so ask any kind of question. Biodynamic, we are in the vineyard. Biodynamic is only outside in the vineyard. When I say there is no biodynamic in the winery, because the biodynamic stops at the door of the cellar. Everything we do is about vineyard, okay? We can maybe follow some rhythm of the planet, of the moon in the winery, touching the wines or doing whatever we want, but we are not spraying any preps. And even a conventional guy can follow the planet, the moon, and do the same job. Also, okay. So no biodynamic inside the winery. It's all outside. Biodynamic, bios, life, biologia, biology, bios, life, dynamism, movement. The life of the movement. It's all about biodynamic is rhythms, movement. Rhythms in the soil, in the plant. The plant is only the result of the soil. So the goal of the biodynamist is to make the more beautiful soil, a living soil. So that is why I say when we start, give me 3 years. 3 years for the plant, but 4 years at least for the soil. I cannot change the biodynamic, not me. The biodynamic preparation cannot change the soil, which is the more materialistic element on the earth, matter. Before 4 years, I would say, to be achieved. 4 is the number of matter. If you want to express a square, if you want to express matter, what is coming first is a square. Square is matter. 3, I would say Trinity is more cosmic. The plant is a cosmic being. So 3 is more for the plant, 4 is more for the soil. And according what kind of soil we have, we need more time, less or more time. Here we have very little amount of clay, what you see. So it will require a little bit more time, that sandy soil or this fine soil. You need to create something, everything is lacking somewhere in terms of colloidal. Colloidal is like kind of oily, what you get from the olive oil, this slippery, oily quality, colloidal quality, that is what you want to create in the soil. Not like olive oil, but colloidal means link. We want to create a link between the particle of the soil and the clay and humus content. And we have what we call in French or in English complex argilo-humic, clay and humus complex. Is the foundation, is everything for the future of the soil. Is the particle of with positive and negative charges will be linked together. So humus and clay will link together and make and create a structure and have a link, and that will be the support of life. It will be the beginning of when you achieve that. Fantastic, this is what we want. This is the goal of the farmer, is to create. So we can deal, there is no more erosion, there is the soil stay, vibrate, absorb the sun, absorb everything, and give back everything to the plant. 95% of the food is coming from above. Only 5% are coming from the soil. On the 5%, only 3% are used to make the skeleton, the trunk, the arms of the vine. The other 2 or 3% are used for certain purpose, like phosphorus during bloom, and then return to the soil. So the plant is only keeping in itself only 3%. The rest is from above. If you turn off the sun, everything will die. And there will be no more photosynthesis, but there will be no life in the soil. There will be nothing, no plant. And but the plant cannot absorb anything from above. Everything must go through the soil. Everything must be absorbed by the soil, then sent back to the plant. From two huge elements, calcium and silica. These two elements are attracting the food for the plant. Calcium is kind of big greeder. He wants everything for himself. He wants to get everything from himself. He wants to make a picture of the calcium. The plant, the vine are very, very strongly linked to calcium. Doesn't matter if you don't have a lot of calcium, you still have a calcium under different form, carbonate of calcium, and so you have a calcium in the very diluted form, even in your soil, even if you are not growing limestone, I would say. And so the plant is very, very, very linked to the calcium. It's the plant of the calcium. If you want to associate two elements, one in the mineral world and one in the vegetal kingdom, calcium and vine. Now, if you want to see the opposite, you have the silica, the other fundamental element that we have in the soil. The silica, and then the plant associated to the silica is the wheat. The wheat. If you look at plant, we will go to the neighbor and we will compare the merlot we have here and the merlot they have over there. And a normal vine is going down. If the man is not here, if the vineyard manager is not here, if the trellis system is not here, the plant will go down, crawl into the soil, and then we will have vine on the floor. So that is the normal way of the vine, we say should go and should be. And the normal expression of the vine is to go down, is to be attracted to the soil. Our task as a biodynamist is to reverse that and make the plant looking up. You want to elevate your child. You don't want to let your child going wild. So you put some barrier. You give some direction. You elevate the child. And that is what we want to do with biodynamic farming. We want to elevate the plant. There is two movements in the plant. One is the seed. When you have a seed you put into the soil, the first movement of the seed is to send the root. Okay? First movement. Yeah. Go down. All the plants want to go down, want to go and reach somewhere at the center of the earth. If you draw a line for all the trees and everything, you will reach the center of the earth. This is natural movement of a plant, of a seed, is to send the root down to the center of the earth to find what we can call his own individuality, his ego, his own expression. Okay? Then the plant is the only one being able to defeat gravity, this is gravity forces, and to go up and make a little sprout and two little leaves and start to go up. We cannot go up. The animal cannot also. We are horizontal, we stay on the earth. The plant can go up and defeat gravity. So with the calcium process you have the expression of the gravity. And the vine is very strongly linked to this gravity process, to this movement of going down. We have a big root system, we have so the leaves, the way they are turned, you will see the difference. And with the wheat, you have the opposite. You have a silica. You have, everything wants to go up. You have a stem with maybe 1 or 2 or 3 millimeter, and is 4, 5, 6, 8 feet high, and is subject to the wind, to the rain, and he has all the weight on the top, the ears, and is still straight, and is completely empty, hollow, and is always straight. That is the silica expression. In the wheat family, you have the expression of the wheat, the faraway cosmos, I will say, the faraway planet, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. With the calcium, we have the inner planet, Moon, Mercury, and Venus. So we don't want to make the vine like a wheat, growing vines. We want to bring this verticality inside. So we want the silica is also very important. So we are dealing with calcium and silica all the time. We are dealing with these two movements.